Hello and a very, very warm welcome to you, and a very good afternoon to you, in fact, on this lovely sunny Monday of May 2017. And as always, thank you so much for joining me, Influencers of Times, as we continue to go in search of Britain's most abandoned and derelict places. And as you can see, I am very, very pleased to say that we are in, or shall I say, we are outside our next location, and all will be revealed in just a couple of minutes. So as always, a very special warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining me, for coming back and for rejoining me as we now embark on our 33rd episode of Influencers of Times. And for those of you that are watching for the very first time, a very special warm welcome to you. And as always, if you would like to know more, and if you are watching this broadcast live on Facebook now, or whether you're watching this live broadcast later today on Facebook, or even if you're catching up with this on our YouTube channel and you'd like to know more about Influencer Times, you can in 4 very simple, easy ways. You can simply join our Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook and just type in Influencer Times, you can join the Influencer Times Facebook page and catch up with all the posts and all the photographs, information, and all 32, including today's episode of Influencer Times, will be on the Facebook page for you to watch at your leisure. Or if you prefer, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, all you have to do is just type in Influencer Times and you can subscribe to the channel, and you can catch up and watch all 33 episodes of Influencer Times if you want to, or you can just watch the ones that take your fancy and look as interesting as you like, and you can just watch them at your leisure as well. You can also join or search for our blog. Very simply, all you have to do is just go to your search engine, just type in influencertimes.blogspot.co.uk, and you can join our blog. And on there will be, I've just started our blog, so hopefully in the next couple of days, and I know I've said this in the last couple of episodes, and I still haven't updated the blog, but I will be updating the blog with lots of photographs and a little paragraph about what each photograph is, you know, where it is, what it, you know, where I took the photograph, and a little bit about each place that the photograph was taken, that kind of thing. So it's a little bit of a diary journal, but that's our latest and newest social outlet. So I will be updating it, I promise. I still haven't updated it for a couple of weeks, but I will update it. So if you prefer blog, go to blog, or you can go to our website. You can go to the Cam Drone Photography website, which is my official website page, and all you have to do is, again, just search for www.camdronephotography.co.uk. You can look at all my cam drone photography work, which I will be updating and doing as the weather is improving. As you can see, it's a glorious sunny day here in Warwickshire, which is where we am, and all will be revealed as to exactly where we am in just a couple of minutes. So yeah, you can go to the website, you can catch up with all of Cam Drone Photography's photographs and everything else, and on there is a heading on the homepage, Influencer Times, which is a page dedicated to this series. And all you have to do is click on there, and it will open up all 33, including today's. Obviously today's location will be either on there today or late or tomorrow or at some point in the next couple of days. Fear not, it will be on there, and all you have to do is click on that heading and it will open up every single location we've been to so far in the series, along with all the photographs and all the information, so you can catch up in 4 simple, easy ways at your leisure, on your mobile device or on a PC, whatever you fancy. So here we are, and I can see a couple of people watching. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm not going to name anybody, but thank you to everybody who's watching this live broadcast. It's a joy and a pleasure, as always, to have your company. And hey, if you're not watching this broadcast live, but you're watching this later today, brilliant. Glad you come back. Just thank you so much. So I'm just kind of covered in lots of bits and pieces here. Right, what I'm going to do, I like sometimes to see who's watching. So I'm just gonna, there we go. Right, okay. So for those of you that have been keeping up to date with me over the last couple of weeks, let's say in the last week, I have put a couple of notifications, kind of like events, if you like, of upcoming places that we're going to be visiting. Now, I'm aware that I've put 2. Now, last week, if you cast your minds back to last Saturday, we went to that absolutely extraordinary Tudor mansion in Derbyshire, near Amblegate, I believe it was. Absolutely extraordinary mansion. And if there's anybody watching this broadcast and you're thinking of going to somewhere, please visit that mansion, because it is absolutely extraordinary. Even though it's probably in the worst state, it's probably the most abandoned and derelict place I've ever been to. And inside, it's very deceiving outside. You go inside and it's really, really deteriorated, as you could see. Please visit that place. Extraordinary. Anyway, we're not there, we're here. So anyway, you probably saw, you may have seen, in the last week, I put 2 kind of upcoming episodes, and I'm very pleased to say, and I have to say, I was a bit sceptical about whether I was actually going to be able to find this place, because out of all 32 episodes of Influencers of the Times, this has to be the most secretive, most extraordinary kind of location. It is absolutely without question the most hidden, obscured, secret, well, I don't know about secret because other people have been here, but it is the most unbelievable hidden abandoned place I've ever been to in the whole series, and I am so glad that I found this place after a lot of searching. Now what I am going to do is I am not going to tell you exactly where I am because I want to protect this place. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because this abandoned place, and I'm just going to, there it is there, you can just see it behind me. This abandoned place has had no, from what I can tell, it's had no destruction caused by a human. Okay, so it's had no human destruction of any kind. Mother Nature has claimed this basically, and it's just like the Tudor mansion, it's just been claimed by Mother Nature, and I want to keep it that way. So to protect the, not so much I'm not going to protect it so much the identity, but the exact place of where this is, I'm not going to suggest, I'm not going to say exactly where we am. Okay, and I'm doing that simply because I just think it would be so unfair for somebody to come here, and you know what people are like, I'm not trying to suggest anything, but people can be malicious, and it would be such a shame for somebody to come here and take or do something to this place. Now there's not a lot left inside, however I will tell you what it is in a minute, but just to clarify it, then I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to say exactly where we am, I'm only going to give you a vague, very extremely vague idea of where we am, and that's it. Okay, purely because of what this place is. Alright, so just to kind of clarify that. Okay, so I'm conscious of the battery power because I only had about 50%, so I'm going to get cracking. I'm going to do the historical stuff first, and then we are going to go and take a look at this place. So before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody's watching, welcome to episode 33 of series 2. Welcome to this place. Believe it or not, this is an actual TV set. We have made it to the Tiny Tots TV set. Now, that probably rings a bell with a lot of you. I know it does with me. We are in Warwickshire, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so we are in Warwickshire, and I found this Tiny Tots TV set. This is the actual set. Okay, this is not a kind of a mock-up. This isn't a model. This is the actual house where they filmed Tiny Tots TV back in the 90s. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Tiny Tots TV and Teletubbies were from Ragdoll Productions. Okay, so Ragdoll Productions was based in Warwickshire. Okay, not too far away, I believe, from here. And Teletubbies was actually filmed a very short distance from where I am. And it's incredible to think that there is actually nothing left of the Teletubbies place whatsoever. And it's a tiny corner of a field, and that is it. And it's been, all it is now is a pond. Okay, so where the Teletubbies house was is now a pond in the corner of a field, and that's it, in the middle of nowhere. And this is a fairly short distance away, probably about 10 or 15 minutes away from that. And it's the actual house, and it's unbelievable to think that I've actually been. Now, as always, I've been in there today. I've taken lots of photographs both inside and outside, so as always all the photographs and the information will be on Facebook and the website and everything else. Okay, and this is definitely going to be in my second book because this is just incredible. Out of the whole series, this will be the first time Influencer Times has actually been into a TV set. Okay, so we're going to go have a look in a minute. So let me just give you the historical information. So like I said, we all remember Teletubbies, and Tiny Tots TV was in the 90s. If I'm not mistaken, it went up to about 2007, something like that, so it ran for about 10 years or so-ish. Now, Tiny Tots TV was produced by two of the puppeteers. Okay, now there were three puppets. There was, I'm going to try and remember these, there was Tilly, Tom and Tiny. So Tilly had red hair, Tom had blue hair, and Tiny Tot had green hair, if I'm not mistaken, and there was a donkey. Okay, now the donkey shed is still in the garden. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. There's nothing to see, it's just a shed. But we'll have a look at Crazy Donkey, I think his name was, or Donkey. His shed is still in the garden. And two of the puppeteers actually produced the Tiny Tots programme. Okay, Robin Stevens was Tom. Okay, so Robin Stevens, and I think it was Darren Davenport, I think his name was, or something like that. He was Tim. Okay, so two of the puppeteers produced this programme. Okay, the Tiny Tots TV programme. and they won a BAFTA award. I believe they won a number of BAFTA awards actually in the 90s, something like 1997, 1999, something in the late 90s. They won a couple of BAFTA awards. I think it was the director was Anne. I can't remember her last name. Anne somebody. She obviously received the BAFTA awards for the program. Okay. Now the program ran on ITV, so it covered CITV, CBeebies, I think it was ITV and another channel. So there was about 3 or 4 programs on the ITV network, if you like. And I believe in the late 1990s was when the BBC also gave them a spot on the BBC channel. If I'm not mistaken. Now I've very I literally read all this information in the last couple of minutes and just kind of memorised it. So that's briefing. Now, there's not lots and lots of information, but you're more than welcome to Google this place for yourself. As always, I'll put the information on anyway for you. But that's to give you a little bit of an idea of the things. So they won some BAFTA awards. That I didn't realise the programme was actually produced by 2 of the puppeteers, Tom and Tim, which is extraordinary. And they like I said, they got the BAFTA awards, and then like I said, they were on ITV, and then the BBC also accepted them onto their channel as well. So there was like 3 or 4 that 3 or 4 sort of slots, if you like, or channels that they broadcast this on. So so that's kind of the information. So I'm just conscious of battery power. I would hate for this broadcast to end, because this is just the most extraordinary one I've ever done. So how's about we would like to go and have a look? Would you like to go and have a look in this house? Please say yes. Type yes if you'd like to go and have a look in this house. Would you like to? Anybody can say yes? Anybody? Type yes. You want to go and have a look? You can have a look. Okay, let's pick you up. Okay, so we are in this. What I'm going to do, I will take the only original photograph of how this house used to look like back in the 90s. I will put a then and now side by side, so you can see what it looks like today and what it used to look like before. And I will do that in my book as well, I think, because that'd be good. A then and now, because sometimes it's amazing. Now, how this used to look is nothing like it is today, because it's, as you can see, Mother Nature has just claimed it. But just to very quickly show you, we are in its own grounds. So we are in the grounds of the Tiny Tots TV set, and this is what's happened to it. It's just overgrown, and you can see Mother Nature has claimed pretty much the house. It's the sweetest house I've ever. Now, it really is the most quaintest, sweetest house I've ever seen, and I would buy this. I really would. I would buy this house and I would live in it and convert it into an actual house, because I think it's just it's adorable in a way. So how's about we go and have a look? What I'll do, shall I just scroll? There we go. I'll just scroll you to one side. Let's go and have a look. So this is the front of the Tiny Tots TV house. Okay, so that's the front. So the front door would have been there. In fact, I was hoping it was going to be there. It was a red door. That's where it was. And there's 2 trellises on the ground. So there would have been one either side of the front door, and that's where flowers and plants would have grown up either side of the front door. And you've got that tiny little window up there. So this is the front of the house. If I just pan to one side, you can see this here. That is the production part of the building. That's where all the production stuff was. Now it's covered in green tarpaulin, and there's actually a kind of, not a deck chair, but like a plastic orchard chair setting up there. So obviously the production team and things used to be able to sit on that roof and kind of just chill out and relax and catch sun and have their lunch. Crazy. So this is the front of the house. Now, I don't know what that is. There's like an arch-shaped thing in the garden. I don't know what that was used for. I don't know. No idea. But that's still there. I don't know what it was. No idea. Before I take you in the house, I want to show you around the other side, because I just want to show you how quaint this house looks. Now there's a lot of trees and stuff, so we're just going to have to kind of navigate our way around. So you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to try and be sort of quiet. So like I said, that's the front. So can you see, you see how Mother Nature's just claimed it. There's the chair that I was talking about, and it's just on this great big tarpaulin covered roof of the production shed, or the production building. It's actually part of the building, so you can see it's tarpaulin. So they must have just sat up there and chilled out. So it's like a little kind of patio area in a way. And this is the actual house right here, the actual TV set. absolutely extraordinary, it really is. We'll take you down here and I'll take you around. I'll tell you what we'll do, I might show you the donkey shed first. Okay, so this is the back of the house, so you can see it's quite a big house. There's the production part of the building, and that goes into the production area, which we'll go in a minute, don't worry. I'll have a look. And there's the little flight of steps, there you go, little flight of steps that go down to the production area in there. Okay, I'm just fascinated by this. This is so cool, so cool, but it's such a shame it's been abandoned and derelict, and it's in a really bad state, as you can tell. If I move to one side, you can see. So Mother Nature's just claimed it, totally claimed it. So this is like the production area, and you've got things like this on the floor, like fire extinguishers, just production stuff left. Obviously there was a chance that there may have been a fire with, you know, the building having a wooden roof and the trees and stuff. I guess they obviously would have had to have all this stuff, but there's like remnants of stuff here. Now I'm just going to show you the donkey shed. If you go onto YouTube, you can actually see, you can actually watch the donkey in the shed, in this very shed. And Tilly, Tom and Tiny all at the hatchway with the donkey's head, a real donkey, kind of stroking it and stuff. But this is what's left of donkey shed, and it's literally just right by the house. And here we go, here it is. The very hatch where the 3 dolls were, and then the donkey was here, and they were kind of like talking to it and stuff. I remember it, I literally remember it. It's very surreal being here, guys, very surreal. It is absolutely totally peaceful here, and it's, I know it's a house and it's a home. When I kind of sat in there for a little while before this broadcast, sat in there for a good while and just absorbed the atmosphere. It's got the most amazing feeling. It's still got that magic. Maybe that's not quite the word to use. It's still got that, yeah, I suppose that kind of magic to it, that little twinkle to it. It really has, and it's so quiet in there, and home. I could just imagine it being a home. Just amazing. But here's the shed. This is all that's left. As you can see, it's all grown over. And like I said, that's where 3 dolls stood there, and that's where the donkey was. And that's all that's left. It's just an empty shed. There's nothing in there. You can have a look. I'll pop your head in. You can have a look. Pop it. See that? It's just empty. It's just an empty shed. There's a little hatch. Don't know if you can see it. A little hatch there. And that's you're looking at the door. That's the door of the stable or the shed. And that's all it was. There was nothing in here apart from maybe some lighting or stuff, I guess. But that's it. Let me give you another look. Incredible. I just think it's just amazing. And I'll give you a look around the front so you can see. There you go. There you go. There it is. So you can see that's obviously where they had all the TV cables, and the lighting and everything was plugged into that, and it may have gone over to the house. So that's it there. This will be the first time you've seen my tattoos as well. Probably, look. Just realised. But there. So you can see there, look. That's where they would have plugged them all in. You've still got some odd cables and stuff, but that's the back door into the shed, and donkey shed. I think that's so cool. See? Tattoos. Just realised the first time some of you may have seen them. Anyway, we're not here to look at my tattoos, we're here to look at these. So there we go, one last look at the donkey shed. Because I just want to get this broadcast on before my battery runs out. Because that would just be like, oh, no. Okay, should we go and have a look at the house? Let's go and have a look at the house, guys. Let's go and have a look at the house. Okay, so we're now going to walk. So you can see so the shed's there. We just walked. It's just a short walk. House is here, literally just here. Now you can probably tell just by the way I'm talking, it is very quiet here. Beautifully quiet. I just can't get my head around how secluded and how totally obscure this location is from anywhere. You just can't see it unless you know exactly where you're going. You would never know this is here, ever. There's no way you would not know unless you knew it was here. That's it. It's the most extraordinary place. and it's tight. It's the tiniest place. But here we go. Look, here's the house. I just think it's just lovely. Little tiny windows. So we're now. Remember I said about the production area? It's just there. So the front is that side. We've come around the back. This is the other side here. So here we go. Look, here's like. I'll just hold it that way. So you can see the windows. Look. Little windows, but you can see how badly Mother Nature has claimed the roof. And the chimneys, got snagged in. The chimneys are still here. You can't see them, but the two chimneys are still there. So yeah, we're walking around the side. So we've got these little. But look, thanks. I've got stung, snagged, scratched, everything. It was worth it. Okay, so look. There you go. How cool is that? That's probably one of the best shots I've given you. That's pretty cool. Right outside the house. So you've got a beautiful window up there, still intact. Little tiny, this is miniature. Little tiny tiles and little windows. There you go. And looking to the other side there. I mean, obviously, you know, this is full scale, but in respect to the size of the other locations, this is tiny. You know, a miniature full-size house, if that makes any sense. But I think that's lovely. I really do. So yeah. So let's go around the front. Show you inside. Okay. So we've got the door here. So you can see the chimney up there. So the front of the house. This is how badly Mother Nature's taken over. There's another window just there. The same as the one we just looked at. Just in there. And that's how bad Mother Nature's taken over the whole house. Just such a shame. Let's go inside. I want to take you around the front. I want to take you around the front door, if I can. So you can get an idea of what it's like. Let's go around this way. Oh, that's probably come the longest way. Oh, never mind. I'm here now. Might as well do it. Okay, right. I do know where I'm going, by the way. Right, okay. I just want to take you around the front of the house, but you see how it's just totally secluded. Let's kind of look. Right, let's go this way. I'm trying to get you. There's me like saying, take you in the house. It's taken half an hour to get in there. Right. Okay, so we're back where we started. At the front. Let's go and have a look. Welcome to the Tiny Tots TV house. And this is all that's left. I'm going to stand here because I don't want the signal to go. Okay, so we've come in the front door. Ooh, bit opening. Have a look at this place. This is all that's left. The actual TV set. Tiny, isn't it? Not very big, but a beautiful little house. So you got. Let's take over here. Look to the windows. See the windows still there? The catches. We've got look, a little light switch still there. But you can see on the floor we've got like fire extinguisher. Now we'll have a look in that bit in a minute, but this is the actual set. This is the bit, like I said, the actual bit, the actual house where they filmed Tiny Tots, right here. There's the fireplace. And I always remember that blue stairway. Now that's my coat, by the way. That's not one of the original Tiny Tots TV coats. That's my coat, hanging up on the banister. But I remember that blue staircase. And it's a tiny staircase. It's a miniature staircase. It's about 4 steps. And it goes up. And there's no upstairs rooms. It would have been... I think it would have been an open area at the top, which is where they would have kept all the production stuff. But there's nothing up there. All the floor's gone. So but this would have been the main bit. I don't ever remember Tiny Tots or ever watching Tiny Tots go into bed. I always remember them being sat at the table, and the table was right where I'm standing. I'm going to give you a look at the floor. So I'm just going to tilt the camera so you can see the floor is missing altogether. Totally missing. So you see it? There's only beams left like the beams of where the floor would have sat, and it's just dirt underneath it. So the floor is no longer here. So you can get an idea. So I'm standing right in the centre. So I'm standing right where the table would have been, right here. Okay, so I'll give you an idea of what the floor's like. So there's nothing on the floor. So you've got like the bay window. So all the catches are still there. All the glass is intact. There was a seat, if I'm not mistaken, just there, where they sat. Just there. So you can have a look. Do you want to have a look? Just to show you kind of what I'm looking at above. So you can see, somebody's obviously put that little dangly thing there. But you can see what the roof is like. How Mother Nature's just claiming it. And how it's just eating away through the wood. But I mean, even the framework's beautiful. All the original framework's still here. And to think that this house was built specifically, purposely, for that Tiny Tots TV series program, famous program, and it's now just being left. Such a shame. This is just being left to rot, which is then again, I don't think they will ever do anything with this house. It will remain here, and it will rot until there's nothing left. And it's just such a shame. And I can't believe I'm standing in a TV set. Has the most, I wouldn't say the weirdest, strangest feeling, is the most surreal feeling. I mean, the beams are quite low. I mean, I'm only short. The beams, just here. But I'm tiny. Let's see, look. So you can just get an idea of how small this house is. And the roof is just there. You can see anyway. It's right there. That's obviously a little balcony. There must have been like a little, I think, you know when I said the stairway, I think it was just a little kind of walkway, and that was obviously a balcony. So I'm sure in one of the series, a couple of the episodes or something, the Tiny Tots poked their head through that little gap, talking to them here. It's just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. And it's such a beautiful house. So yeah, the fireplace, the famous fireplace. So the front door, that's the production area, all in there. Okay, so the dolls never went that way. That was all the production stuff. It was just this part here. So the front door. So the window, bay window. So you've got like a door there, it's like a red door, like almost like a stable effect. You've got bottom half and top half. That's where we looked outside when I took you all the way around to the front. So that's it there. Then you've got another bay window. Just there, look. That's so cool. There's another bay window with the latches. Those windows actually open, and the latch is still there, intact. It's just amazing. And I'll just pop you through up here. I've got to be so careful. Right. So the stairway. Ooh, it's really unsafe. Well. Let me just show you. So the staircase, it's got a couple of little mini stairs, and it just runs up to there. Back? Here, you're back. Good. I've just stepped outside quickly because we lost the signal. So we'll go into the production area. So I've just come out the front door again just to regain the signal. We'll go and have a look at the production. So as I popped you, as you looked, that's all there was up there. There's nothing up there. I don't think there ever was. There was no rooms. That goes up to the roof. To the roof space, so there would have been nothing up there apart from that little kind of strip where they could have popped their head through that little kind of balcony bit and things. Okay, so let's go and look at production stuff. Okay, so we're back in the house. So that's where we looked. So I've just popped your head, and it just comes across here, so you can pop your head through there, and then it's all roof area, but you'll see why. So this is the production area. This is where all the lighting, all the cabling, all the cameras, all the production stuff, all the props, everything was kept in here. There's nothing left, but I'll show you anyway. So this is the production area. Okay, so if I just kind of show you what you can, it's all open, so there would have been nothing above us. So, okay, so you had, that's the little hatchway where they could have had the dolls looking and talking down. Okay, so all there was a tiny little passageway, and it goes behind that brick wall and down the stairs. That's all there was there. Okay, so you got like see these are polystyrene blocks. Yeah. But there was no upstairs bedrooms. It was just that. Okay, don't panic. I'm still here. I'm determined I'm going to get this finished. I'm determined I'm going to show you in there before anything happens. So we'll just wait a couple of seconds, and we're going to go back in the production area. All right, let's go. So go back down because I'm determined to finish this. Okay. So you got your door. There's like a panel on the floor there. Look, where they would have put all the different wires, all the different connectors would have gone into those holes. So it's like an electrical panel there for all the different lighting, you know, how you plug it out and plug it, you know, all the different inputs, outputs, that kind of thing on the floor there. So remember I said about the chair and the roof? That's on top of this production bit. Okay, so this is just the production bit. Now there is remnants of flowers on the floor. No, like plastic flowers, you know, like the plastic ones you can buy in the shop. There's lots of petals and bits on the floor, so obviously they were used in the set at some point. There's not many, there's only odd bits and pieces, but there's a couple. This room here, there's nothing in there. It's in a bad state. I mean, there's obviously just stuff on there. You can't even see it, it's so dark, but there's just debris on the floor. There's just a shelf, a tiny window. That could have been anything. It could have been where they had tea, coffee, that kind of thing. I don't know. I really don't know. Just a tiny little production staff filming bit there, maybe. Here you've got, that says, please no mobiles in the pit. So obviously the pit would have been this area here, because that's going through into the actual set there. So this is like the pit area. And then there's like, I'll show you if I can. I want to get this done before the signal runs out. If I can, I'm going to sneak in here, and I'm going to stand just here. I'm probably better off not moving, because I just don't want to lose the signal. So I'm hoping it's going to stay. So let me give you a look about. So you've got the window there. You can see the roof is in a bad way. This is all the roof coming through. This is all the racking where they stored all the electrical production stuff. Lighting, lenses, cameras, everything. And you can see on the floor, if I show you, you can see there's a lot of cables still here. So a lot of the cables are still here on the floor. There's fire extinguishers on the floor. There's just wood on the floor. I can see 1, 2, 3. 3. It's about 3 fire extinguishers on the floor here. And just lots of those polystyrene blocks and just bits of wood. I wonder if I can show you. I just don't want to lose the signal, guys, because I really don't want to. So if I just show you that, so you can see all the cabling on the floor. It's just like plastic tubs, and then you've got like polystyrene blocks. There's the cable in there. Look, I don't know if you see all the fire extinguishers on the floor. Look behind me. So you can see I'm just standing on the floor. You can see, but yeah, this is like the production area where they kept all the stuff. So all the racking, you see like the racks where they kept everything here, and that's all that's in here. And I get behind me, all the shelves where they kept all the production stuff. It's got a window there. Actually, that's just looking straight up into the roof. So you can see it's not very big. And kind of under this bit, you can see there's like shelves there. Like so, this is just all the production stuff. And I was trying to look to see if I could find you like any actual props, apart from the polystyrene blocks and the fire extinguishers laying on the floor. There's like corks. There's quite a few corks laying about. There's a couple on the shelf here. In fact, there's a plastic wallet with some corks inside. So it's like a plastic wallet with some corks. So you can hear them in there. Some really old corks. So obviously would have been used at some point for something. there's nothing really. Ah, okay, I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back again. We're nearly finished. Right, just wait a couple of seconds and I'll show you the last 1 or 2 little bits, and then that's pretty much it. But what we'll do is we'll go through the production area into the main house. I'll give you one last look and maybe just spend a couple of moments just in there, and then we'll walk out and we'll finish, because that's pretty much it. So right, let's go back in, because we've got a signal again now. So I just want to very quickly show you this. Now, have a look on that. Now I know that's back to front. That says donkey. So that's obviously the electrical cable that would have connected from here to the donkey shed in the garden. See, it's got donkey written on it. So that's the actual cable for him or her. And we have got, there's another one here. This one's got Bly. I don't think it's, I don't know. B-L-I-E. Or maybe that's supposed to, it's probably meant to say blue. Probably. But anyway, that's the blue, so that's for blue lighting. And on the wall, you can't, oh, it's a shame I haven't got my torch. On the wall, I've taken some photographs, don't worry. Where, here, where my hand's disappearing in the darkness, there's red, yellow and blue electrical outlets, all labelled on the wall, and the electrical fuse boxes up here as well. So that's on the wall there as well. So this is the electrical bit where all the electrical supply came from, was this, just this little tiny bit here. And then like I said, all the cables, you can see that, I don't know if you can see them. All these electrical stuff, it's all hanging down. All the stuff like that. And there's just plugs. Oh, you can see them? These are all the plugs still hanging down for all the different lights. So you can see them all hanging there, look. There you go. There's a couple there. Fascinating. And then you've just got those plastic kind of, I don't know if you can see them. Can you? Oh, you might not be able to see them. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, can you see them there? Like those plastic red things that they use for putting like stuff in. I'll show you. Oh, no, there you go. Those little plastic poppers, like rusty nails in that one. So there's like juicing boxes, you know, the juicing boxes you could get nails and stuff in. They're all on the floor. But yeah, there's quite a few different little bits of flowers, like the plastic acrylic-y kind of flowers. There's a couple of like, there's like little kiddies plastic, like buckets and stuff. You've got a pink one. That obviously must have been Tilly's bucket. You've probably got what would have been some glue or something there. You've got wood varnish, wood vinyl. There's only a couple of little odds and ends on the floor. There's like odd bits on the floor. There's a bucket on the floor there. A couple of light bulbs on the floor. Some flower pots. Odd bits and pieces. Okay, so I've just come out because we've lost the signal again. So I'm just going to wait a few moments and then we'll go into the house and we'll just kind of finish there really. Okay, so let's take you back in. So I really do want to finish this on a good note. I don't want to. I've got cobwebs all over the camera. Okay. Okay, so we're back in the main house, right in the middle. There's a couple of tiles. Where do I see the tiles? There were some tiles somewhere. Oh yeah, just by the fireplace. It's like the original tiles. So then you can see like the flowers. Look, left. Broken bits of tile and stuff there. I think they actually used to light the fire, or I don't know, maybe they didn't, I can't remember. Being a children's programme, they might not have done. But oh, do you want to have a look at the chimney? Shall I show you? Have a look at the chimney. Pop your head up there. If I take you that way. Oh look. See it? Straight up to the chimney. So maybe they didn't have a real fire. Maybe it's just an effect or something. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the legs and just, sounded a bit wrong, didn't it? I'm going to open the legs. Sorry guys, I didn't mean it to come out that way. I'm going to, I'm just going to, maybe I should pop you down here, just like on the fireplace. There you go. So there we go. Tiny Tots TV house, the set. It's just, I don't know. can't believe I'm in here. Just cannot believe I'm actually standing in it. And you probably think, well, there's not really, there's not really a lot to look at. There's not much left. True, very true. But it's what this place was used for. It's the story behind this. This isn't just an abandoned house. It was built specifically for that children's programme. I don't know about world famous, but certainly British, in terms of Britain, a famous British children's TV programme. And it's just absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I managed to find this place. So glad I managed to find it. I'm so glad I've been able to come and visit here, and so glad I could include it in the series. And like I said, it will definitely be in my new book, and I'm so glad I could bring you in here and show you. So yeah, this is it, guys. What's left of a TV set. Totally abandoned and derelict. Absolutely, without question, the most secluded, kind of in a way secretive place that I've ever been to. And this is all that's left. And it will be forgotten about. There's no reason why they would do anything else unless they had a different idea, a more up-to-date idea, and renovated the house. But they'd have to do a lot of work. You can see just by looking outside, they'd have to do a lot of work outside. It's not just a case of a couple of, trees or bushes. It's totally covered by everything, brambles and everything it would do. But I don't know, you never know. You never know, maybe one day. But if not, it will just be left like this until one day it falls apart, so one day it collapses and becomes nothing. So, but yeah. So there we go, guys. I'll give you one last look. So just give you one last look before we finish. So you can have another decent look, and then I'm going to finish. So the TV Tots house, or should I say it is tiny, TV Tots house. But yeah, the actual TV set. This is what's left of it. Just an empty, very sorry looking, sad kind of house. It's just such a shame. But I would live in here, definitely. I would definitely live in here. This could be made into such a cosy, quaint house. You could have your kitchen with the production areas and your bathroom through there. And I'm sure you could build an upstairs. And yeah, this would just be so quaint and cosy. Something like almost reminds us of something like out of Harry Potter or the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit films. Something like that. But it's just amazing. Absolutely just amazing. Extraordinary. I will never ever forget being in here. But I don't know, some of you watching this might think, okay, it's just not really that much, but I don't know. It's more than just a house. To me anyway. Which is why I love doing what I'm doing. This is when, it's at times like this when I come to places like this that I am so glad I am doing what I'm doing, because one day this house will not be here. One day this will be gone forever. And I've taken the photographs and I've got the proof and the evidence, and you've seen what it's like in here. Even if you never get here, doesn't matter. At least you now know what it's like. At least you now know this place actually exists, and it's here today, this very day, at present. And I'm just glad I brought you here. So I'm hoping you found this interesting, guys. I'm really hoping this is made up maybe for the last couple of episodes that may haven't been so good, or I don't know. But I'm hoping you enjoyed today. I'm hoping you've enjoyed looking around. Ah, there you go. You're back. You're back. Okay, so I've come out of the house now. I'm so glad you could join me, and like I said, I'm hoping this is made up for the last couple of episodes that may haven't been quite so good, or I don't know. I'm hoping it's made up for it, and I'm so glad you could join me today as we continue to go in search of Britain's most abandoned and derelict places like this. So, that's it, guys. That's kind of the end of the broadcast, really. There's nothing really much else I can show you. You've seen the shed, you've seen the house. Hopefully, like I said, I'm hoping you found this interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed looking around this TV set with me. I certainly have. I've thoroughly enjoyed being here today. Really so pleased and glad that I could make it and do this. So glad. And the signal, even though it's cut out a couple of times, I'm glad it's kind of stayed with us throughout, so that you could really get to see it. So hopefully from your end, hopefully you've got a good idea of what the place is like, and hopefully, even though we've lost the signal, it hasn't spoilt the broadcast too much. So from me and the Tiny Tots TV house here in Warwickshire, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your fantastic week. Episode 34 will be coming your way very soon. I'm not exactly sure when. Obviously I posted an event during the week to give you an idea. Obviously I didn't say where we were going, but you've got an idea what the place looks like, and I'm hoping that we will be going to that place very soon. I'm not going to say when we're going or where it is, but we will be visiting. That will be our next episode. So episode 34 series 2 will be at that place that I posted on Facebook only just a couple of days ago. So until then, God bless, take care. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your week, have a fantastic week. Join me right here live on Facebook and on YouTube as we continue to go and search Britain's most abandoned derelict places, and I will be bringing you episode 34. For any reason, if I cannot bring you that broadcast, fear not, because I will certainly be bringing you episode 34 from a different location. So fear not. So either way, we will be doing another broadcast right here live on Facebook very soon, within the next week to 2 weeks, I'm sure. So until then, give you one last look at this house. Until then, stay safe. Thank you for joining me in for the times as we continue to go in places. As we continue to go in search of places like this. So there you go. Till then, from me and TV Tots house, from me, Tilly, Tom and Tiny and Donkey, see you soon. You take care. God bless. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you very soon right here live on Facebook. Absolutely, definitely. See you later, guys. All right, you take care. Bye for now.